I have a story time for you guys, right? Why the hell do things like this happen to me? I purposely avoid picking up and dropping off my kids at school because of fucking reasons like this. Like, I just don't want to deal with fucking people in the morning. Like, people in the morning just have sticks up their asses. And I'm waking up on a positive fucking vibe. Like, I'm living my best life. And when somebody is not, we're driving to school, right? Most of the time, 80% of the time, Penelope's always going late to school because I wake up late, blah, blah, blah. But today, we were on time. Today was the day that she was gonna be on time and I was gonna feel accomplished as a mom, right? So we're in the car line, waiting, and I'm like, Penelope, you have 4 minutes. So like when you get out of the car, you better run to your class. So we're waiting in the car line, time is going, and I'm like, okay, Penelope, you have 2 minutes now, like you better run. So she opens up the door, she gets out, and she's running her little legs off to first grade. So I'm watching her run in, and I get a phone call from Lewis. So I'm like, yeah, hello? As soon as I watch her, boom, she falls, and it was a bad fall too. She falls while she runs, and I'm like, oh my God. So at this point, I'm like on the phone, I'm like, wait, hold on. Open up my door, I run out to go see Penelope, and freaking Junie, where you at, Junie? You tell them exactly what you did. Tell them, don't look at me, tell them. She ran out the car, jumped out. Who told you that you can do these type of, don't even think about it. Who told you that you could do these type of things? At this point, Penelope's hand is cut open. She's crying. There's a car honking at me because I'm holding up the damn car line. Judy's out the car. I'm trying to get to her. I have Lewis on the phone. Oh, so I'm like comforting Penelope. I'm like, it's okay. Like, you gotta go. Like, you're gonna be late. Go to the nurse's office. She's gonna give you a Band-Aid. And Penelope, at this point, I'm sure she's feeling embarrassed and she just like wants her mom. She's like, no. And I'm like, Penelope, please go. So I have I'm in my colorful ass BMW, freaking butterfly door open, dog in my arms, holding up the traffic. And I'm like, Penelope, just go. Please, just like go. I love you. Have a great day, like you're gonna be okay. So then at this point when I'm like trying to comfort her, this car drives like behind my BMW and past me, and she like honks, and then she has her window up, and she's just like, I can tell she's like cussing me out. I don't know what the hell she's saying, but not fucking brave enough to fucking put her window down, that's for sure. I just look at her and I'm like, I go back to comforting Penelope. I'm like, you gotta go. This mom, the one who was like, she has her window down now. She's like a little more ahead. She has her window down and she's talking to one of the teachers that are like watching all the kids go in, from the car line. So she's talking to the mom and all I hear is like, you need to tell her blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I need you for demonstration purposes. So here's the car, right? Here's the mom that originally was like, so I'm like here with literally looking just like this with my ass out. I wasn't planning on getting out, just dropping her off so people wouldn't have to see this fat juicy ass. So I'm like this, Penelope's right here, like I'm comforting her, I'm here with my dog, my arm hurts, and I tell a lady, I'm like, what's the problem? Because, bitch, don't try me. I am confrontational, especially when it comes to my children. I will cut you. I'm like, what is the issue? She's like, you're holding up the car line. And I'm like, my daughter just fell and she's bleeding from her hand. She's like, yeah, and your dog. And I'm like, and what's the issue? She's like, your dog needs to be on a leash. And I'm like, I have her in my arms right now. And then she's like, okay. And then she fucking drives away. And I'm not gonna lie, this was like a hot mom, right? And I was kind of sad. And I'm like, we could have been friends. We could have, had play dates. She was like a hot looking mom with some like nice glasses and a nice car. But at the same time, like very stuck up for the fact that she even had to fucking say that, like, what is the issue? Like, are you okay? So I told the teacher that was there, like, during the car line, I'm like, can you please, like, take her to the clinic because she has no idea where it is, and it's okay if you excuse her tardy? She's like, yeah, of course, like, don't worry. So now I'm like, okay. So I run back to my car. I'm still holding up the car line at this point. People are seeing, just imagine from, like, the other parents' point of view, like, in their cars. They see me with my ass out, holding a dog, with the kid crying, cussing out some lady in a colorful ass BMW with the butterfly door open, right? So that was how my morning went. How was your guys' morning going?